We'll officially close the book on the Winter Games after tomorrow's closing ceremony. Up next, the 2020 Summer Games in Tokyo. That means another crop of local athletes chasing gold. And joining us now, we bring in Pat Chiesa here on the Olympic Zone. Pat, do we have another Red Gerard on our hands?
Wouldn't that be great? Well, I will say this, Dave. We've got one athlete who has a lot in common with Mr. Gerard. It all began in Rocky River. He began mastering his sport at an early age. He's still very young, and I'm not talking about red. David Hein has grown up on the water, literally, with one goal on his mind. When we first met him in 2012, 15-year-old David Hein was chasing a dream.
I've always wanted to go to the Olympics, and to kind of realize that in 2016 I could go, that really made me want to push even harder to make it.
The sailor from Rocky River had his mind on the Summer Games in Rio de Janeiro. It was a lofty goal at the time, but 6 years later,
we're really, really close.
This 21-year-old is ready to live that dream.
It's shocking to see the difference and to see where I was then versus where I am now.
Now David races in mixed multi-hull competitions on 17-foot catamarans with his teammate Ariel Dara.
I'm surprised but also happy with how far that we've come.
David and Ariel's first race together was at the 2016 Olympic trials.
We really didn't have much of an expectation to do well.
But since that event, the duo's chemistry has transformed.
It's a different feeling to know that you finally found someone that you can work with on the water. It feels kind of like this is what it was supposed to feel like from the very beginning.
They've climbed the ranks in world-class competitions, including a fourth-place finish during the St. Barth Cata Cup last fall.
We talked about it and we're like, for how long we've sailed together, for everything that we've done together on the water, that's where we belong.
From modest expectations to Olympic hopes.
At this point, our goal is to make it to Tokyo.
David's goal hasn't changed in 6 years.
The Olympics, it's always been a dream of mine.
But his odds for achieving it and representing Cleveland have grown stronger than ever.